Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It is Sunday, so we're back drawing another character. Today's video is going to be on Inkling from Splatoon. And this video was requested by Player 1, but player is spelled with an E instead of a Y, so it's P-L-A-E-R, and then the number 1. So, thank you so much for the request. Honestly, I didn't check. I know I did the Splatoon sisters in some other video, but I don't think I did Inkling, but I might have. So this might be like a redo. I don't know, I'd have to go check. I didn't check before I actually made this video. So, but yeah, we're just drawing Inkling here. I'd say this is a medium difficulty, because we're drawing like a full body. So, those are usually medium difficulties. Medium to hard. But anyway, we're going to be drawing Inkling here, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. So get your pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Inkling here, we are going to start with a nice sized circle. That's pretty much how we start every picture. With a nice sized circle, and keep it light, we're just gesturing it in. And then after that circle, we're going to draw another circle kind of behind it, kind of like an oval actually. Right here, this is going to be like her upper body. We're going to draw another circle for her lower body. About here, so you have like 3 little circles kind of going down like a snowman. And you want this circle to be kind of a little, this one more towards the left, this one more towards your right. And then off of here, we're going to get her legs. So there's going to be one here, there's going to be another leg here. We're just going to draw ovals for them. And then this leg kind of goes off in this direction, and she'll have a foot about here. This leg kind of stays where it is. It's honestly like a super weird angle how her legs are. But then there'd be another circle right here for her foot. We're going to get that tank thing right here. And then she's going to have an arm about here. And it's going to go down and over. And she's going to have like a water gun or ink gun. I don't know. I never played Splatoon, so forgive me if I don't know the terminology. And she's going to have a hand about here. Be another little kind of oval on top of this one. And then kind of like a hand about here. But that's pretty much good for the gesture that we have. It's just kind of like a series of like ovals. But that's pretty good for us to start. We have a good like idea of where the character is going to be. And so let's jump right into the head here. So for the head, we can draw the crosshairs in this circle. And again, keep it light. Doesn't have to be too dark. Like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw 2 circles here and here for her eyes. But before we get into her eyes, we're going to just kind of draw in her head shape, kind of around. Or actually, we can just draw in her eyes. Let's just do that. So her eyes actually aren't too hard. We're going to start about here and draw a curve line kind of around this circle. Like that. So a nice dark curve line. And then it's going to go down, kind of bump up a little bit here, and then go up and then in to there, like that. And then this eye is going to start about here and just kind of curve up, like that. And it's going to curve down, over and in, like that. And then what you're going to want to do is draw a line kind of hugging the outside of this eye shape that we have here. Like that. Simple. And then you're going to draw a little kind of like bridge connecting it. She's kind of like wearing like a little mask. Like that. And then her nose will be right under here, and just this little curve line goes down and over. Like that. Then we can draw in her eyes themselves, which are just these big ovals. So we get, or big circles. There's one. Just kind of looking off to the side here. So there's 2. You're going to draw another circle inside, slightly smaller. Like that. And then for her smile, it's this kind of V. So you get like a V shape like this. And then like a little curve line right there. And if you want to, you can shade the mask in black along with the pupil here. I'll just do that real quick. Again, it's nice to shade it in as you're sketching along, or just shade things that should be black and black. Makes it look a little bit more complete. And again, you have to do like a full-on shade, just a little bit, just to kind of color it in. Doesn't even need to be that dark. But something like that. And then we could draw on her eyebrows. So her eyebrows are actually pretty simple. They're these big kind of like C shapes that go into like this spike here. It's honestly like a sideways water drop. So there's one. And there's the second one. Like that. So now that we got her kind of face in, we could draw on her head shape. I like starting off with the hairline. It's kind of like this just kind of straight line that goes across her head. Like that. But off of here, you can kind of draw like a curved line that curves up and over. Like this, kind of around the face. It'll go off to a point. Kind of round off. And then where the chin is, you're going to get like a little kind of V. Kind of like at the bottom of the mouth here. Like that. And then it's going to stay rounded as it curves up like this. So you get a nice line that looks like that. Alright. And now we could draw on her hair, which her hair is actually pretty simple. We're going to start about here and just draw kind of like a straight line that goes down. Kind of follow this line going across. Then it's going to get like a spike here. So you get like a spike line going over. And then another spike. And we're going to stop about there. We're going to continue this in a second. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw kind of like another circle. Kind of about here. And what we're going to do is draw a line from this thing, or from this corner, and just draw a nice curved line that goes into this circle that we have here. Like that, and it's going to go up, kind of round off here, kind of get pointed, and go down, and it's going to stop about there. And then we're going to start about here, and just draw another kind of curved line that kind of curves in like that. So that's like her tentacle hair thing. And then off here, we're just going to get a nice curved line that curves up. Kind of follows the head shape here. Kind of curve down and over like this. And then off this angle here, or this line, we're going to draw a line going down. Kind of curves in like that. And then another little curved line about there. So that's good. And then you could draw on her ears, which this ear would just point out just a little bit, and just this little spike right about there. This ear you'll see more of, so it'll be a little curved line that goes up. Kind of get into a spike and go in over there. And kind of start the hairline about there. Just kind of erase a little bit. Whoop. There we go. Like that. And also, you can put in circles at the edges here. Because it's like dotted. Like that. So that's pretty much good for her head. That's pretty much all we need to do. So now we can kind of move down to her body here. And I like starting off with her neck, which is just two parallel lines going down right here. And then just kind of curve in like this. And once we get that down, I draw on the arm because the arm's kind of in front of everything. So to draw the arm, we're going to start about here and just draw kind of like this bell shape. So kind of like a shape like this. It kind of looks like a bell almost. Like that. And then we're going to draw a little curve line right here. And now we're going to gesture in the arm a little bit more. So we're going to get like kind of like these two lines that go down. Again, this isn't the final line. We're just kind of gesturing it in. Just to get the spacing out right. And then we're going to get a line here. A line going up about there. And then the hands going to go up. Kind of have like an oval about here. Kind of curve down and around like that. So now that we've got this gesture and we can kind of go into more detail. I like starting off with the hand and then going backwards into the arm. So about here, we're going to kind of follow this oval that we made. And we're going to draw a line curving up, over, kind of curve it in, and then down into the index finger here. And now the easiest way to do this is to kind of just draw a bump that goes down like this. And then at the end of that bump, just draw a line kind of curving out and then in. Like that. Very simplified version of a hand. So you get the finger kind of bumping out and then straightens out for the rest of the fingers and then goes into the wrist. And then here we're going to get a better kind of arm shape. It's going to curve down, kind of bump up when you get to the elbow here, a slight bump, and then curve in. And then this line will just curve in like that. That'll be nice and straight. And then this line will straighten out, kind of bump out where the elbow is, and then just kind of go up like that. And we kind of curve this line a little bit more this way. There you go, and that's that arm. Honestly, this is probably the hardest part of the whole picture. So if you got that down, you're pretty good. And once we got this arm down, we draw on her belt or backpack tank strap here, which is basically just this kind of curve line that goes off the arm like this. Then we could draw in a line going down about here, and it's going to curve down and over like this, and then she's going to get another strap about there. So that's basically her upper body. We're actually going to finish off kind of like her lower body here. Like, we're going to finish off the shirt, then we're going to jump into the gun, because the gun's a little complicated. So now we're going to kind of follow this shape that we have here. And again, it's going to kind of turn into like a bell type shape, kind of bottom. And then here it's going to curve up and over and then down like that. So again, you get kind of like that bell bottom type shape. And then once we have that down, we kind of draw the gun off of her hand. So right here, we're going to just draw a straight line going out like that. And then it's going to go into a U. So you get like this nice hook U shape. And then off that U, we're going to get a straight line like that. And then another line kind of hugging this line like this. And then we're going to get a straight line that connects in like that. And then off this U, we're going to get a line kind of extending up. Straightens out on top there, and then goes down like that. And if you want to, you can draw a little kind of curve line right here. Kind of give it a little bit of detail. And now here, we're going to draw an oval, kind of like this. And then two lines extending out of it. And again, keep this real light, this is just a gesture. And then another oval about here. And then when you darken it in, actually before we darken it in, we're going to draw basically the same shape. So we get kind of like an oval in the middle here, kind of extends out and then gets another oval. Like that. And then you could darken in kind of the outside. You don't want any of the overlap, but I'll darken it in here where it's supposed to be, then I'll erase it and then do it again. So you kind of see what it looks like without all the overlap, just to make it clearer. So we have the dark lines, and when we erase, the light lines will go away and the dark lines will kind of stay. So then we could just kind of follow the dark lines that we had. Like that. And you can put a little dot in the middle here. There's a line going over there. So it's pretty much like the shooting part of the gun. Now we're going to get the tank that's on top. And kind of the easiest way to do it is like, again, gesture in kind of like this oval type shape that we had at the beginning. And then in the middle here, you're going to get two kind of curved parallel lines like this. And on the off, then you're going to extend them out, kind of round it off on the top. And then just draw another line, hugging it. Same thing here, like that. If you want to, you can kind of curve this in slightly. And then for the tank on top, we're just going to follow this kind of curve line that we have here, and a straight line down here. Like that. So that's pretty good for the top of the gun. Now we could do the trigger. So this one is actually kind of tricky. So the trigger would go out like about here, kind of down and then up, so you get kind of like this rectangle type shape. But the tricky part is now we have to draw the kind of fingers in around it. So, but before we do the fingers, you can kind of get like this L shape for the trigger. So you get two kind of parallel kind of L shapes there, kind of connected in the middle with a line. And you can kind of do the same thing here on the bottom. And then once we got that L shape in, we could draw 2 or 3 circles. And basically, you just kind of get little ovals off those circles for the fingers, like that. And then the thumb will be about here. So the thumb is like this big oval, it's kind of covering it. So you get kind of like a curved line like that. And it's going to go into the shirt, and the shirt's going to cover up the rest of it. Like that. And if you want to, you can put a little third L in there just to give it a little bit more depth. And we could extend the clip handle part of the gun right here out a little bit. You want it to definitely go past the fingers. If you want to give it a little bit of detail, you draw a little kind of curved line like that. And I'll actually erase here just to kind of clear it up on what we drew. And again, this is why you keep the guideline lines really light. So when you erase, you have like these harder, thicker lines that you can see without any of the guidelines. And then oval, oval, oval. The handle, curve line. Maybe another finger about here if you want to draw that in. Again, it's going to be hard to see, so you don't have to if you don't want to. Like that. So that's pretty much, I'd say, like, the arm and, like, this part of the gun is probably the hardest part of this whole piece. But once you get those two down, the rest is actually kind of easy. So now we can draw in her legs here. So looking at the gesture here, it's kind of off. But that's okay. So we're going to start off with this kind of front leg here. And what we're going to do is draw kind of like a curved line like this, going down. And then we're going to get another little curved line right here. And then it's going to start about here and draw a little curved line curving down and then into the short right here, like that. And then kind of the same thing on this side. We're going to draw a little curved line going down, kind of over, and then connect it in like that. And then just to finish off the shorts here, there's just kind of like a line that goes down and over like this. And then another line that hugs it. So there's like a little stripe on the side of her pants. Like that. And then we could draw on this foot. So this foot's actually kind of weird. Like what's weird about this picture is kind of like her legs. They're in like a really weird, awkward angle. So I'm going to gesture it in a little bit better. So we got like this leg that extends out to kind of like the knee. And then we're going to have the knee there. And then this line kind of extends out and in like this. So it kind of goes over. And then the shoe's like facing you. So we're going to get a nice big oval in the front for the shoe. And then it's going to have like a little tag thing right here. Like that. So it's pretty much good for the gesture. And just to kind of refine the shape a little bit as we go in, it's kind of like curves out and then kind of curves in slightly here. Like that. And then same thing here, kind of curves out, kind of dips in, over, and then straightens out about there. And then this line's going to go out, and then in like this for that leg. And then the shoe itself is actually kind of easy. So basically what we're going to do is, I actually like starting off with the laces because they're kind of in front of everything. So we're going to draw a nice little circle in the middle here. And then we're going to get like this kind of bumpy line that goes out. It's kind of like an oval, but has like a bump on the top. Same thing over here. So you get like this nice little wavy curve line. And this line connecting into it like that. And you just get a little curve line right in the middle here for the laces. Once we got the laces down, we can kind of draw in the shoe shape. So it'll kind of dip in slightly here and then dip out. straighten out on the bottom here, then go in, kind of dip in slightly, and then go out a little bit, like that. And then the sole of the shoe is just this little rectangle that's on the bottom here. And the shoe design itself, you get a nice little curve line right here, and then a nice little U connecting it. And then for the laces, we're going to keep it very simple, and basically right off the center here of this circle that we have in the middle, we're just going to draw a curve line, and then you basically just draw a zigzag like that, and then you make it go back up. Just keep it super simple for the laces. A nice little curve line for the tag of the shoe. And that's pretty good for that leg. So now we're going to go into this leg. And again, I'm going to gesture it in just slightly. So we're going to have the knee here. And the leg kind of goes out about here a little bit. And it has some weird like foreshortening to it. So it's just like this little oval that pops out. And then this shoe, it's kind of like super bent. So we're going to have like a oval here. And it's going to kind of curve up. And then over. Kind of down, something like that. But what we're actually going to do is draw the shoe in first, and then we're going to draw in the leg. So I actually like starting off with the laces again. So what we're going to do is draw a nice little circle here. And again, pretty much the same shape as the last one. So we get a little bump about there, curve line in the middle of it, like that. And then for the shoe, we're going to get this nice curve line about here. And it's going to curve down, straighten out at the bottom here, kind of curve up, dip in about there, and then go over and in like that. So again, it's hard to explain the shape, but it's this big curve, goes down, over, in like that. And then for the tag of the shoe, we're going to draw a little curve line like this, kind of wrapping around the leg here. It's going to curve in like that. And then for the sole of the shoe, again, it's just this little like rectangle that hugs the bottom of it, like that. And then for the leg here, it's pretty good here. We're going to get kind of like this line that curves down, over and in like that. And then for this one, it's going to curve down and in, and then it's going to be out and just curve in like this. For the foot, so there you go. And then for the shoe design here, again, we're going to get like that spot here. So it's just this curve line with a U in front of it. And we're almost done here. The last thing we need to draw in is her tank that she has on her back, which honestly isn't too hard. It's basically this big cylinder. So if you want to draw in like a cylinder type shape, you just draw kind of like an oval like this. Extend the lines out like this, and just draw another kind of oval. But we're going to get a little bit more detail than that. And basically we're going to start about here and draw kind of like this smaller oval right here like that. And then we're going to draw two lines going down the edge here, and then connect them in. So there's one, and now we're going to draw another oval around that oval, like that. A line going down, and then in like this. And now, before we connect this part to that, or actually we could do that. So now we're going to just draw a line extending down like this. So a straight line going down, and then you're going to curve it in like that. And then we're going to draw an oval around this part. So nice curve line kind of hugging that. And then just extend it down and just draw another little curve line like that. And now it has like a measuring line on the tank. So to draw that in, you just draw a straight line going down like this. And then little straight lines going across like this, like it's measuring how much ink you have left. And then just to draw the ink in the tank, it's basically this kind of like wavy line, like that. And there'd be another little wavy line right there. So that's how you draw it filled with ink. And I don't believe we're missing any other details. So I will zoom out here. And that's pretty much how you draw Inkling. I will put the picture up here. That's the sketch we just did. Whoop. Stay up. I love when they don't stand up. Okay, there we go. And here's the inked version that I just did. Whoop, you stay up. So, yeah, there you have it. That's Inkling. On the left there, we have the inked version. So if you take an ink pen, go over all the lines, erase all the guidelines, that's what you'll end up with. And on the right here, we have the sketch we just did. So, yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy Inkling now. If you have any questions about it, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I will answer you back as best I can. Other than that, if you guys have requests, I do take them. All you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name, what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick what's off the list. There's no rhyme or reason, it's just what I feel like drawing that day. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you again, Player 1, for the request of Inkling. This was a fun one. I hope you guys can draw Inkling now. And other than that, I'll see you guys in some other video. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.